Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy 2KJ here, and we have got a couple of Hood Classic second rounders in the works here. I expect all of these series to go the distance, but today specifically, I just want to talk about Knicks Heat, a couple things that I saw in Game 2, and a couple of my thoughts about how the series is going to go. If you like the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you want me to do more of these where I sort of talk about the games rather than breaking them down, let me know. So let's get right into it. Knicks Heat is already shaping up to be a very interesting series, and especially more so if you watched the game yesterday. Now, just for a little recap, the Heat win Game 1, but Jimmy Butler gets injured, twisting his ankle, and is out for probably just Game 2. He'll probably be back in Game 3 in Miami, but in that Game 2, Knicks made a comeback victory with Brunson, Barrett, and Randall combining for 79 points. Brunson having 30, Barrett having 24, and Randall having 25. And honestly, a really good game from all three of those. Brunson struggled in the first half, but really came alive in the second, and Barrett and Randall kept the ship afloat in the first half by playing incredibly well. And the bench had really good production as well. If you're a Knicks fan, you gotta be happy for this win. Not only did your team battle back and win this game, which was very important. If they go down 0-2 going into Miami, it's probably the end of the series in a sweep. So coming back and battling back and winning this game was very important. But we're going to talk about a couple of keys to victory for the Knicks in this series on what they have to do to overcome the dog that is Miami. Now, the first thing that the Knicks have to do is keep shooting at least 30% or better from the three for the series. In Game 1, they shot an abysmal 20%, going 7 for 34 as a team. Obi Toppin was actually the only player on the team to make multiple threes in that game, shooting 4 for 11, while Brunson and Hart combined to go 0 and 11. Game 2, however, a completely different story. The Knicks shot 16 for 40, which is 40% from the three this game, with 4 different players making multiple baskets. Brunson particularly was on fire, hitting 6 threes out of 10 attempts and hitting some pretty big buckets late in the game to give his team the lead. Barrett and Randall also played exceptional, with Barrett making 5 and Randall hitting 3. Now, having Julius Randle back is also incredibly important because of not only his presence on the boards, his unrelenting ability to get assists, but his paint scoring, especially against a smaller Miami team. You can see when he's driving, he is not scared of Bam Adebayo at all, and I think that's going to play a very important part a little bit later in this series. Now, Miami is one of the best teams in the playoffs for three-point percentage, but the Knicks are going to have to find a way to either outshoot them like they did in Game 2, or find a way to play better defense to stop them. Also, they need to find a way to stop Jimmy Butler if he does happen to come back in Game 3, because we all know what happens when you let him run rampant. It's not easy to win games in Miami, and it's honestly really important that the Knicks win this game, because if they go down 0-2, Jimmy is going to fry them. He can already smell the blood in the water, and you know what happens when you cannot stop him. The Bucks paid for this one in blood, as it was every night that he pretty much put up an all-time playoff performance, and it was enough to beat one of the best teams in the league and one of the finals favorites. If the Knicks want to win, they will have the next 2 games to prove to us that they can stop Jimmy Butler. Because if you saw Jimmy at the end of the game, he wasn't fazed at all. He knows this Knicks team can't beat him when he's on the floor, and this game honestly showed that. The Knicks found a way to beat the zone defense played by Miami, but it took a 79-point big three performance to beat Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin. When Butler comes back, this will be a completely different series. The Knicks are going to have to prove to us all that they have the shooting and discipline to make it a good one. Either way, I think this will be a really good series, and I want to start doing more videos like this where I sort of just talk about the playoff games as a whole, what I see sort of in the games, little nuances, small things like that. So if you do like this type of content, let me know down in the comment section below. I can actually do these for all the playoff series if you guys like. And I do have another breakdown video in the works for this specific game. I want to talk about a couple of the reffing errors and the Scott Foster masterclass that went on last game. But what do you guys think about this series? I definitely think it's going to be Heat in 6 is my guess. I think the Knicks have what it takes to take the Heat to 7 games and beat them, but I'm just not really sure they can stop Jimmy Butler. But if you guys like the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, put what you think is going to happen in the series down below. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.